For centuries, humanity has relentlessly pursued knowledge, peeling back the layers of the universe one discovery at a time. We have journeyed from the deepest ocean trenches, mapping floors that have never seen sunlight, to the farthest reaches of our solar system, sending probes to worlds beyond our own. We've decoded the building blocks of life in our DNA and split the atom, unleashing the fundamental forces that bind the cosmos. It would be easy to believe that we are on the verge of understanding everything. And yet scattered across our own world are phenomena so baffling they defy our most advanced theories. These are not tales from ancient folklore. They are real, measurable events and objects that our best scientific minds can observe, but cannot explain. They are the persistent whispers of the unknown, reminding us that our planet still holds profound secrets. Today, we count down 10 of the most perplexing things on Earth that science still can't explain. These are the anomalies that push the boundaries of our knowledge and force us to question what we think we know. And be sure to stay with us until the end, because number 1 is a mystery so fundamental, it challenges the very nature of reality itself. Number 10, the Earth's hum. Our planet is not silent. Beneath the noise of civilization and the sounds of nature, Earth produces a constant, low-frequency drone. Known as the free oscillations of the Earth, this planetary hum vibrates at a frequency between 2 and 7 millihertz, far below the threshold of human hearing. For decades, scientists believed this hum was the cumulative effect of earthquakes, but in 1998, researchers confirmed the hum is continuous, present even when there are no seismic events. The leading theory now points to the oceans. One model suggests that the collision of long-period ocean waves generates pressure on the seafloor, causing the entire planet to ring like a bell. Another proposes that atmospheric turbulence, the wind and pressure changes high above us, could be the source, but neither theory perfectly matches the data. The hum mysteriously gets stronger and weaker with the seasons, and its precise mechanism remains elusive. It's a global, ever-present vibration, a fundamental note played by our world that we are only just beginning to understand. The source of Earth's own soundtrack is, for now, a mystery. Number 9. The WOW signal. On the night of August 15, 1977, astronomer Jerry Amon was reviewing data from Ohio State University's Big Ear radio telescope. Suddenly, he saw something that made him grab a red pen. For a fleeting 72 seconds, the telescope had detected a powerful, narrow-band radio signal blasting from the direction of the constellation Sagittarius. The signal was astonishing. It was incredibly strong, 30 times louder than the ambient noise of deep space, and tightly focused on a frequency band that is internationally protected for astronomical use, a band where transmissions are forbidden. It was so shocking that Amon circled the data and wrote a single word in the margin: "Wow." The name stuck. Scientists have tried to explain it ever since. Could it have been a signal from a satellite, a military experiment, or a reflection from space debris? All have been ruled out. A more recent theory suggested it was a hydrogen cloud from a passing comet, but this too has been largely debunked. For over 40 years, astronomers have repeatedly scanned that same patch of sky. They have found nothing. The WOW signal appeared once, without warning, and then vanished into cosmic silence, leaving behind one of the most tantalizing pieces of evidence in the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. Number 8. The Baltic Sea anomaly. In 2011, a team of Swedish oceanographers were using sonar to search for shipwrecks on the floor of the Baltic Sea. What they found was far stranger. Lying 90 meters beneath the surface was a massive, perfectly circular object, 60 meters in diameter. The sonar image was bizarre. The object appeared to have features resembling ramps, stairs, and other rigid structures, looking almost like a crashed vessel from a science fiction film. When the team returned with divers and a remotely operated vehicle, the mystery only deepened. They reported that their electrical equipment, including satellite phones and cameras, failed whenever they were directly above the object. Divers described the structure as a rounded rock with rugged edges, not smooth metal. Geologists have proposed that it's simply a glacial deposit, a rock formation dropped into place by melting ice sheets thousands of years ago. Yet this explanation doesn't fully account for the object's remarkably symmetrical shape, the strange drag mark stretching 400 meters behind it, or the reported electronic interference? Is it a unique but natural geological oddity, or something else entirely? Without a fully funded large-scale expedition, the Baltic Sea anomaly remains an enigma, resting silently in the cold, dark water. Number 7. Rogue waves. For centuries, mariners told terrifying tales of walls of water that would rise from a calm sea without warning, capable of sinking even the largest ships. For just as long, scientists dismissed these stories as maritime myths. The established physics of waves simply didn't allow for a single, monstrous wave to spontaneously appear in open water. A wave's height was thought to be limited by the surrounding sea state. Then, on New Year's Day 1995, everything changed. A laser sensor on the Draupner oil platform in the North Sea measured a single colossal wave 26 meters high, more than double the size of any wave around it. The sailors had been right all along. Satellites have since confirmed that these rogue waves are frighteningly common. But how do they form? The leading theory is constructive interference, where several smaller waves happen to overlap at the perfect moment, focusing their energy into one giant peak. However, this model doesn't explain all observations. Some rogue waves appear to be governed by more complex, non-linear physics that are still poorly understood. They can seemingly steal energy from neighboring waves, growing to terrifying heights before vanishing just as quickly. Understanding them isn't just academic, it's critical for the safety of ships, oil rigs, and anyone who makes their living on the open ocean. Number 6. The Taos hum. In the small desert town of Taos, New Mexico, a persistent mystery plagues a fraction of its residents. Since the early 1990s, about 2% of the population has reported hearing a constant, maddening, low-frequency hum or drone. They describe it as sounding like a distant diesel engine, a sound that never stops. For these hearers, the hum is a torment, leading to dizziness, insomnia, and intense anxiety. The strangest part? Most people can't hear it at all, and even the most sensitive audio equipment has failed to definitively record it. This has led to multiple investigations by universities and government labs. They've looked for sources in industrial equipment, gas lines, and power grids, but have found nothing that could explain the sound. Some theories suggest the hearers might have unusually sensitive hearing, or that they are picking up on autoacoustic emissions, faint sounds generated by their own ears. Others wonder if it could be related to very low-frequency radio waves or seismic vibrations, similar to the global Earth's hum, but localized. Yet no single explanation fits all the cases. The Taos hum remains a phantom noise, a localized phenomenon that science can neither measure nor explain, leaving its victims to suffer in silence that isn't silent. Number 5. Ball lightning. Imagine a thunderstorm raging outside. Suddenly, a sphere of light, anywhere from the size of a golf ball to a beach ball, drifts through your window. It hovers in midair, glowing brightly, before vanishing silently, or exploding with a bang. For centuries, these accounts were dismissed as hallucinations, but in recent decades, ball lightning has been photographed, caught on video, and even scientifically documented. We know it's real, but we have no idea what it is. There are over a dozen competing theories. One popular hypothesis suggests that when lightning strikes soil, it vaporizes silicon, which then floats as a cloud of nanoparticles. This silicon dust then oxidizes in the air, releasing energy as light and heat. Other theories propose it's a type of plasma vortex, a microwave-induced plasma bubble, or even a tiny self-contained nuclear reaction. None of these theories can explain all of the reported behaviors. Its ability to pass through solid objects, its sometimes long lifespan, and its unpredictable disappearance. Ball lightning is a piece of the storm that seems to come alive, a temporary, free-floating energy source that defies our understanding of physics. It's a beautiful and potentially dangerous puzzle from the sky. Number 4. The phantom time hypothesis. This is one of the most controversial and mind-bending ideas on our list. It's a fringe historical theory, but one that raises unsettling questions. Proposed by German historian Heribert Illig in 1991, the hypothesis argues that 297 years of the early Middle Ages, from the year 614 to 911 AD, never actually happened. He claims they were fabricated. According to Illig, the Holy Roman Emperor Otto III, in collaboration with Pope Sylvester II, conspired to invent this period of history to place themselves at the auspicious year 1000 AD. Illig's evidence is based on perceived discrepancies, a scarcity of archaeological evidence from that period, inconsistencies in historical documents, and the sudden shift from Julian to Gregorian calendars, which he argues contained a built-in error. To be clear, mainstream historians overwhelmingly reject this hypothesis. They point to vast evidence that refutes it, such as records of astronomical events like Halley's Comet and solar eclipses from the period, which align perfectly with our current timeline. There is also corroborating history from other parts of the world, like the Tang dynasty in China, that shows no such gap. Still, the phantom time hypothesis persists as a fascinating thought experiment, a reminder that our understanding of history is built on layers of interpretation, and that even our timeline can be questioned. Number 3. Fast radio bursts. Imagine the entire energy output of our sun for a whole day, released in a flash lasting less than the blink of an eye. Now imagine that flash is coming from a galaxy billions of light years away. That is a fast radio burst, or FRB. First detected in 2007, these are among the most powerful and enigmatic events ever observed in the universe. Thousands of these bursts bombard the Earth every single day, though we can only detect a fraction of them. What makes them so baffling is their diversity. Some FRBs repeat, flashing sporadically or even periodically from the same point in the sky. Others are one-off cataclysms never to be heard from again. Their origins are a complete mystery. The leading candidates for their source are magnetars, a type of neutron star with an unimaginably powerful magnetic field. A starquake on a magnetar's surface could theoretically unleash the energy required. Other theories include colliding black holes or neutron stars. And of course, the highly structured nature of some repeating bursts has led a minority of scientists to cautiously suggest they could be artificial technosignatures from an advanced civilization. Whatever they are, FRBs are a brand new window into the most extreme physics in the cosmos. Number 2. The placebo effect. This mystery isn't found in deep space or on the ocean floor, but inside our own minds. The placebo effect is the well-documented phenomenon where a patient's symptoms can improve after receiving a fake treatment, like a sugar pill or a saline injection, simply because they believe it is real. This is not just in their heads. The effects are real, physical, and measurable. Brain scans show that when a person takes a placebo for pain, their brain releases its own natural painkillers, endorphins, providing genuine relief. Placebos have been shown to reduce symptoms in conditions ranging from chronic pain and depression to Parkinson's disease. The effect is so powerful that all new drugs must be tested against it in double-blind trials. But does it work? How does the abstract concept of belief translate into concrete neurochemical changes? The mechanism is a profound puzzle. It involves a complex interplay of expectation, conditioning, and the patient-doctor relationship. The mind's belief in healing somehow becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, triggering the body's own pharmacy. The placebo effect demonstrates an incredible, almost magical power of the mind over the body, a power that science can observe and measure, but cannot yet fully explain or harness. Number 1. Consciousness. We arrive at the greatest mystery of all. It is the one thing we know more intimately than anything else, yet understand the least. It is the fact of your own awareness right now. It is the feeling of the color red, the taste of salt, the memory of a loved one, the very experience of being you. We know that consciousness is somehow associated with the brain. We can see the brain's 86 billion neurons firing in complex patterns. We can map which areas become active when we feel fear, solve a problem, or recognize a face. But no scientist on Earth can answer the fundamental question, known as the hard problem. How does the physical matter of the brain, a 3-pound lump of fat and protein, give rise to the non-physical, subjective, inner world of experience? How do electrical signals and chemical reactions become the feeling of joy, the sensation of pain, or the awareness of your own existence? Why aren't we just biological robots processing information without any inner experience at all? Why are we aware? Science has no answer. It is the ultimate mystery, because it is the mystery of the observer. It is the ghost in the machine, the light inside the skull. From the hum of our planet to the signals from distant galaxies, to the very awareness that allows us to ponder these questions, Our world is filled with profound mysteries. They remind us that for all we have learned, we have only just begun to explore the vast ocean of the unknown. Perhaps the greatest mystery on Earth is us. If you enjoyed this exploration of the unexplained, subscribe for more journeys into the mysteries of our world and beyond.